I completed CS50 Python conditionals and loops today. Day 3, not day 30, not after 1 year of preparation. Day 3. Yesterday Linux was done. The first Harvard Python lecture was done. Today Python became something else. Till yesterday Python was taking input, storing values, printing output and using functions. Today it started making decisions and repeating work. That is the difference between writing code and building the base of a simulation engine. That is day 3 of 365. If you are new here, 20 seconds of context. I am a JEE dropout from Kota. I am 17 years old. I am building a physics simulation engine for India for aerospace and defense use. From absolute zero in 365 days, 12 hours of study every day, everything documented publicly. This is day 3. Let us get into what happened. The first big things today was loops. Loop runs a block of code repeatedly until the conditions become false. The most important piece of code I will ever write is the physics simulation loop. The loop that runs every single frame 30 times a second, 60 times a second. Every frame update all position, check all collisions, apply all forces, advanced time. That entire sequence is one loop. I learned how loops work today. I will use this knowledge for the next 363 days. Second, conditionals. If this condition is true, do this, else do something different. In collision detection, if object A overlaps object B, calculate and apply collision response, else continue normal physics. Update. Every single collision check, boundary check and the constraint in my engine is a conditional. I now understand how to write them properly. Loops and conditionals are the heartbeat and the brain of every physics engine ever built. Second pillar of today, mathematics. Continuing to build the foundations, algebra, deepening the foundation manipulation of equations, isolating variables, rearranging formulas in physics. Every time I need to find an unknown from a known equation. I am doing algebra. This never stops being used. Inequalities, greater than, less than, range is constant. In physics simulation, a UAV cannot exceed maximum velocity. A projectile cannot go below ground level. A simulation time step cannot exceed a maximum value without breaking stability. All of these are inequalities. Constant systems in physics engines are built entirely on mathematical inequalities. Logarithms, going deeper, yesterday logarithms clicked conceptually. Today I worked through all the rules, product rule, quotient rule, change of base. I can now manipulate any logarithmic expression without looking anything up. The difference between knowing a rule and understanding it is whether you can derive it from scratch when you forget it. Every day I am going to tell you the one thing that was genuinely hard. Not to complain, because honest documentation without the hard parts is just marketing. Today the hardest moment was CS50 loops. Not because the concept was hard, because I kept writing infinite loops. The program would freeze, start, freeze and refuse to stop. I had to force quite the terminal 3 times. The problem, my loop condition was never become false. The loop kept running because I had the comparison backwards. I wrote greater than equal to when I needed less than equal to. The fixed was 4 characters. It took 40 minutes to find them. For 4 characters, 40 minutes, that is programming. Anyone who tells you it is clean and fast is lying to you. What this means for the engine. The biggest realization today was that coding and maths are not two separate subjects. In Python, conditionals ask whether something is true. In inequalities, maths ask whether a value is inside a valid range. In loops, Python repeats the calculation through time. In algebra, maths defines the calculations. One side gives the equation, the other side gives it motion. And that is exactly what I need for the engine. Day 3 is done. CS50 conditionals complete, CS50 loops complete, algebra revised, inequalities revised, logarithms revised. Today I did not build the physics engine, but I learned the control structure that make it possible tomorrow. Day 4, I go deeper into Python problem solving and start turning this concept into actual small program, not just notes, a real meaning physics calculation that use functions, condition, loops together. Because now I have the basic pieces. Functions gives structure, conditional give decisions, loops give repetition, math gives meaning. That is the foundation. 362 days remaining. Subscribe if you want to follow this every day. See you tomorrow. Jai Hind.